You're gonna ask about me. The books you write help people learn something. I'ma build a bookstore and distribute. You're a fashion model, even sell bottled water. From oils to wigs, you bout your business, baby. You the finest side of scene, not for sale, but you a queen. Featured in my magazine. I can show you better than I can tell you. Buy the catalog, Diva got it all. I can show you better than I can tell you. Buy the catalog, Diva got it all. Lion Foundation.info. Leadership is ours now. Look it up, look it up.
It is hard trying to inspire the blind to see. But we will. The bylaws. The bylaws. The bylaws. Yes. The bylaws. It takes a special breed of person to recognize greatness as something other than themselves. I devote myself to being that person. To you, the bylaws. Act 2. It takes a special breed of person to stand up for something they believe in. I devote myself to being that person. To you, the bylaws. Act 3. The bylaws. It takes a state of consciousness to realize the importance of strengthening our economic structure. I devote my long-term goal is to build better generations. To you, Act 4. I understand I may never see the promised land, but I will inspire the mind that will. I do all I can to inspire the minds that will. I devote myself to being that person. To you. Act 5. For I am my brother's keeper. That I demonstrate through the duties of my responsibility. To the bylaws. The bylaws. The bylaws. Yes. The bylaws. Yes. The bylaws. Yes. The bylaws.
Question: how can we play a part in being effective leaders in our community?
The bylaws. Foundation.info. The bylaws. Heat with 2 H's. Hip Hop Elevating Fans Thought.
Out here with all these foundations and stuff, and really people seeing you in the light of day, you know, actually when you wake up and you doing all this negative stuff, they're looking at that, you know what I'm saying? So as everybody on this panel is African American, as us, we need to be role models for the youth, you know what I'm saying?
And I would say to add on to that, just being a vessel of knowledge and light, constantly seeking out young children, teenagers, and so on and so forth, and educating them on things, getting on their level, but also showing them that there are different options, giving them your story, your testimony. I think it helps. Me being a mom with teenage kids, it's definitely helped, and they let me know, they validate it. So being a vessel of light is definitely important.
Well, I gotta. Is organization important when you're talking about leading in the community, or is individual leadership, as you guys speaking about, you know, is that significant?
One of the things that I feel has happened was our failure to communicate. If we don't know how to communicate, speak the kids' language, then we're never going to appeal to them. You understand? So communication, which is one of the treasures of Allah, is very key and very important, because without knowing how to express ourselves to them for the right purposes, they'll never understand it. You know, the concept of it just baffles them. You know, so I really feel we need to figure out a way that we can effectively communicate, you know, with the youth, to empower them and teach them things and tools that we all know sitting here on this panel. Somebody can be inspired by that and take it further than we ever took it.
Indeed. So what about organization, though? Is organization important, or is individual, you know, mentorship? Like you a parent, or it's organization. You know,
I think it's both. I think it's kind of like a nurture versus nature type of thing. It takes both. To have organization then, you know, gives another avenue in case that child doesn't have that individual, you know,
personality.
I agree. I think it's a both and. You know, when you think about the old adage, you know, take a village to raise a child. The individual is you only have what you know versus opening up to a group of people. You have we have here just a boatload of wisdom.
And also like footwork, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people talking about they want to help the youth, but not actually going into the places where the youth is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Going into the source of the belly. They don't want to. They want to go outside. You can't do that because it's not going to be fixed. You looking on from the outside looking in. You need to address the problem.
And I'm going back to this question, you know, about organization. Is the reason why I'm sure everyone, you know, on this panel are individual mentors. You know, you have children, you have nephews, you have nieces, and I'm pretty sure that most of you guys can't afford, you know, to take care of the whole community. You know, so organization is important because it allows you to do more together than you can do by yourself.
Right,
I would
doing
agree.
it as a team, right?
I would agree as far as organization, because one thing has been proven in theory is that there is strength in numbers.
Right.
It's like my son. My son, he was kind of screwing up in school, you know, so I had him to change his whole social life. You don't hang out with the same guys. So now he got with a different group of guys, and these little kids is having, let's see who can stay on honor roll the longest. You understand what I'm saying? So once he changed, you know, the first organization and got with the better organization for him, things started panning out, you know, to the better for him. But until then, you know, the organization that he was a part of, you know, was kind of failing him. So which organizations you choose to be a part of is also important.
Indeed. But, okay, we're going to go back to organization and community. Because, you know, I think all of us will agree that young people are attracted to order.
Yeah.
Whatever that order may be, disorder. You know, but they're attracted to that. They're attracted, you know, if you don't know no better, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a way. So, you know,
I'm not sure
if I know it
programs
always, I could be alone. If I feel like, you know, I got my life together and it's all
I
about
think
me,
individuals, families, men, women stepping up and taking care of their you know, that's the start of the solution. And I think mentorship, the best mentorship, you know, everybody from United Way, all the research has been done there. Well, in Barnum reports, they will all show you that the best mentorship to our parents or loved ones that surround the kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was on the block, it was like, you know, it was the OG. It was a cat over here that was an older cat that was just schooling me on the game, and they spent time. It's a contact hours. I think that is the best mentor program that we can ever do, is to take a cat off the block and say, yo, if you just take this cat, take him and take him around with you and show him some positive things, that's the best mentoring that we can possibly do. And I do believe in organizations.
Everybody to believe, and I got something to offer towards this common goal. Yeah. And the children start seeing more of us working and interacting with each other, striving for this common goal. I think that'll kind of shape their thinking, like, well, maybe, okay, me and this brother, you know, maybe we shouldn't go at it like this.
Exactly.
You know, maybe they're only doing a lot of the negative stuff they're doing because that's all they've seen.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, if they was around, you know, taking around, seeing different things, maybe they would think and do different things. But they only becoming what they are seeing. And ask BBG for aid and assistance, and they will direct you to the light.
7 ways in, 7 ways out. 7 ways in, 7 ways out.
Ask BBG about membership, and they will invoke the bylaws. Well, all
7 ways in, 7 ways out. 7 ways in, 7 ways out.
BBG, True North. Study to know thyself. Achieve Doctor of Divinity. Practice the philosophy of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.